Hello everyone, it's the Farmsim guy here. Welcome back to Newpark Farm. And as you will see, things have progressed slightly since the last episode. Yes, we are a few months further on than we were. We spent a good few months just looking after sheep, which I didn't think would make for very good viewing. So we are now just in the first day of harvest. It's early autumn. Our corn has got to the stage of harvest, and we've got ourselves a little John Deere. It's one of SiiD Modding's new combines that are actually out in the mod hub today, so a real lifesaver, to be honest, because the leasing cost of this was considerably less than I was planning on paying. Let me just get to the end of this row and I'll jump into the shop and just show you what's happened. Yes, so we spent a good few days just feeding the sheep, keeping them clean, topping up their water, and there was not a lot else going on the farm. It was pretty boring, so I just rattled through those days as quickly as I could, and then forgot to hit record when I went and bought my combine. So you missed the start of this field, but no biggie, we're here now. As you'll see, our money is down considerably. We've only got £18,000 left. So before I go too much further, let me just cut into this row. Before we go too much further, let me just jump into the shop and I'll show you the combine that we bought. Like I said, SiiD Modding has done a stunning job on these combines, but the last few days he's released the 96, 95 and 94,000 series combines. We obviously went for the 94,000, that's all we needed for our small farm. But look at the price, 61,000. I mean, literally, other than, well, it's cheaper than the Bison by nearly 20 grand, so more than 20 grand in fact. So we were considering the New Holland, which is 100,000. So this is really helped us from a financial perspective, and it's a really nice combine actually, really nice combine. That with a new corn header as well, which is this one here. We went for the slightly smaller 5.3 width rather than the 6 meter width. I don't think we needed anything more than that for the farm. That's what we spent our money on. We also spent a little bit of money upgrading our trailer, so it had some sides on it. So that's the same one we were running the wool to the spinnery in, and bringing our bales back to the farm. So it's a useful trailer now. We can customize it for whatever we need. So really, we're going to crack on, get this field cleared. We've made a deal with our neighbour that we can store the corn in his silo for now, which is great. That helps us a lot. And the reason for that is, if I jump into the seasons menu quickly, from an economy perspective, we're not going to sell it for a lot of money just now. You know, 350 quid. If we can hold on to it, if it allows us, with only our 18 grand left, we can hold on to that till the start of next year. You know, you're looking at, 850, 60, 70 pound per 1,000 litres. So it's a worthwhile exercise not selling it at the moment and just waiting. Now, we might have to think about selling it sooner, depending on how much money we have in the bank, because we're going to have to buy fertiliser and seed to replant. I think we'll probably replant canola next, because that planting season is right now. So to minimise our downtime in the field, we'll get the canola in the ground. But after that, we've really got to consider basically if we can afford to hold on to that corn until the optimal selling price in the middle of winter. So for now, that's the plan. We might need to think on our feet if if we start running low on cash. But let me get this field done, put it into a little time lapse, and we'll be back shortly. I'm just going to unload this now. I know it's not a full combine load, but it's not all going to fit into the trailer, so we can pop back after we've unloaded the trailer and get the rest. So we have a full trailer load there, so let's just run this down to the silo. Now what I like about this is obviously we know how much corn we're going to take off the fields, because we'll be able to see the maximum number in the silo, and then we can do our calculations before we sell it to know how much money we're going to get. So if that means we have to sell it before the optimal price, we can still do a calculation to see what we're going to get, or how much we're going to miss out on as well. So and it might be that we eke it out, maybe we sell some machinery, maybe we, I don't know, sell some sheep to make ends meet, because we want to maximise that price of that corn. So decisions to make when we get to that point. Hopefully we don't get there. Hopefully this 18 grand will see us through for a few months. Although, you know, we do need to spend some money on seed and fertiliser if we're going to get this canola into the ground. So let's see what is going to happen. So I'll just reverse this into the shed and get round in one turn. I can, just. I'll jump out of the cab for this. Still finding my feet a bit with reversing with the wheel. Find myself overcompensating a fair bit, like that. And now I have to go back, it's a bit of a seesaw. Pull forward a bit and straighten up. Small movements. There we go, so we've already dumped one of the loads in before I realised I hadn't started the record. So this is our second load going in now, which will give us 16,000 litres in the silo. Just check that. Yep, there we go, 16,000 litres in the silo. Let's head back, finish this field. So there we go, first field done. I am driving this by hand, by the way. I kind of thought after all the time I'd waited, it would have been really lazy of me to put it onto Courseplay, so I'm actually enjoying driving and doing the work myself. And plus, we don't have many fields, so it would be pretty dull and boring to Courseplay it and then wait another however many months. Okay, good, that all fitted in there. Let's just leave the combine here and run this second load down. There's 85% in here. I was going to see if it was worth waiting and taking some off the next field, but it isn't. For just 15%. So let's run this down to the silo, and then we will get into that second field. So where I was going then, I don't think I'm getting the 5-meter header through that gate. The only other option I've got is this gate up here. Not that. And I think I've got the same problem there as well. But let's jump in the combine and let's find out for ourselves. This could be a problem. It's absolutely guaranteed. Let's see. And there we are. So options are, and I don't even think headers work through hedges either. Let's just try that. That's our other option. Okay. This is what we're going to do. Just turn this on so we don't lose any crop. So is that something we do? Is that one of our jobs on the future farm? Do a bit of landscaping and get a double gate in there? Because that's not particularly helpful, is it? If we can't get a combine into the field. Right. Let's crack on, get the second field done. Okay, well that just unloads that little bit of that into the trailer, and we jump back in and grab this last little bit of the field. That's been a pretty effectual harvest, I think. And now we have to very quickly, I think, get the next crop in the ground. If I go back to the seasons menu, really our only option at the moment is canola, barley or oats. Now, like I said before, we don't need straw. There's no benefit to us having straw at the moment other than an additional thing to do in the field. It's just going to take us a bit longer to do. It's going to cost us more in terms of machinery. We need to buy a drill anyway to plant the canola. So we'll probably lease a drill, just because we've only got 18k left, and we are going to hold on to this corn until the price is better later in the year. So the price at its best is at the start of the winter. Obviously it jumps up a considerable amount in the next few months as well, and just continues to rise, so we'll just track that and make sure we get the best price we can, if we can. So I think the reality is we buy, or we loan a drill, we lease a drill, and we plant some canola. Obviously the cost of seed, we've got a little bit of seed I think left, we've got a little bit of seed left. We've also got to fertilise it, so we just need to manage our money really. So for now we'll just finish this field and we'll take stock after that. So there we go, that's harvest over already. We'll just get rid of this combine straight away. We don't want to lose any more money on it than we need to, so we shall return it straight away. There's no need, because it's a lease, I don't need to run it back down to the farm. And we will run this last trailer load down to the silo, and we'll probably call it there for this episode. That has been our very first harvest on Newpark Farm. We have got a decent amount of corn, which is great. Little investment which we'll tuck away for when the prices are a bit better. And in the next episode we're back to planting and getting prepped with our next crop and deciding what we want. I'd like to pretty much invest all the money we can from now on into another field. I think that's the best way we're going to start building up our capital, and from there we can start to avoid being so, I don't know, nervous, shall we say, on money in the bank. We've literally got 16 grand left now, and by the time we bought our new seed and fertilizer, I mean, we're going to be touch and go, like £10,000 or something. So we've just got to be careful. But hope you're enjoying the series still. I'm having a lot of fun with this one. It actually feels like a challenge at the moment. So I appreciate you stopping by, checking out the vid, leaving a like and a subscribe if you want to, and I will keep doing more of these. But thanks for watching. I'm the Farmsim guy. I can't reverse trailers, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.